get a chance to show his Magneto. And it should be a deck madness if Fnatic finishes school. But Ray Ray also does have the best system. He does. And it's now 2-2. Smart. Made him fidget a little bit. Get him out of Maul's way. Oh, trying to go for the instant overhead. Fuzzy guard right there was short. Doesn't confirm it. So I combo up. Oh! But he gets stomped on. He is here. Fnatic is here? That was good. That was clean. That was nice. Hailstorm to Hyper Cycle Force. This should be game 5. Fnatic. Yes, sir. It is 3-2. 3-2 Fnatic, ladies and gentlemen. Fnatic took the lead. Okay. I don't want. Man, he's wet. He's wet. Oh, no. Trying to go for the snap. That is one of his strategies.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got game 1 of the National League Division Series. It's Montreal taking on Charlotte. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. Game 1 is always critical in a postseason series, Singing.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, bro. If you capture game 1, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge you just mentioned.
You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for game 1. Back with that after this. Just about set to go. Pitching in our game today, Shohei Ohtani.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. And he's right. Really able to keep hitters guessing. All of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same place, the same row. And that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
All right, ready to go here. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Flips the corner, so we're off and running in game 1. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
That's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out.
Foul ball still 0-2.
Oh, no, he doesn't go for the hand pass. Oh, you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to go for the regular ground ball.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
It's no surprise that Paul is better at day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good two-strike hitting right there, but it was a bit of a low start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just a good hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to. And the same for the left fielder, so he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Luke Ray in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ohtani, 30 years old now. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Now moves first.
Nice hit confirmation by Warren, a.k.a. Fnatic right there. He does get the launcher afterwards.
Swing and a foul straight back.
Oh, no. Ray Ray tried to take the air grab, but he asked to go for the feet. And I don't understand that. I had to send the fourth right there.
Swing and a miss. Came out. And that's the first out.
His mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way. Little anxious.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. That puts the zone. Strike 1. Torres with a homer in his last game. swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, Richardson, he's looking very comfortable out of the stretch. Give that leadoff single, back-to-back strikeouts. So they're able to move that runner out and get him in the scoring position and try to have a better chance of scoring. I'll tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
At the plate, Brent Rooker.
Gotta watch it. That blast is plus 22 on block without X factor. So with X factor, it's probably like plus 30 on block. Ray does drop the combo, but it's okay. And Lawrence is going to be looking for our genius right here. Get him out. He's up. Punishment. Nice punishment by Ray right there.
Yeah, that's downstairs. Ball 1.
1-0.
That one is in for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Check on the runner. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 1 of the NLDS. Runner takes off up the middle. Andrews throws the first, and that is that. Half inning complete. We've got no score. We're back. And going to slab. Bailey Folsom. What should we keep an eye on?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that might be a real moment to keep him going. And it's one of those things that I don't know what you're looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Well, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Lawrence Butler leading things off. It takes a strike. And grounds one to the right side. Now the number 2 hitter, Nolan Shotgun. Now snap through to first.
No, he's in there.
Back to the dive.
He called it all 3. It's good. It's good. Oh, no, but that's not that exactly this. Yes.
Swing and a miss, and a slider.
Oh, and drops again. And Larry just sit back, relax, and wait for this nice back to the run out. We're going to get a shake move. Is that going to work? I don't know why he did that, but whatever.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into the 0-2 count. You have to look at the plate. You got to look up in the zone and spin on anything like that.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Teal calls it in, and there's 1 away. Let's take a look at our lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Shohei Ohtani batting with 1 down, takes a strike. But at first, 1 gone. That one ripped, but foul.
Almost a half birthday there by Fanatic. Ball
In the dirt, but kept close.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Down. Let's get the roll, Greg.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-2.
That's when you always want as a pitcher. Down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
And it remains 2-2. Keeps the back going with a foul ball. And at first, one away. Just off the outside corner. And now it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially 2 strikes.
Over to first.
No, he's in there. Oh, no. What's the, now, Lauren, a.k.a. Patty, is with the play game right now.
At the belt and fire. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
And ball 4 to a board.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
First and second, one out. Riley Green. And that's outside.
The crowd here gets fired up even before the first pitch for this series, and they'll go crazy right here if they can take an early first inning lead.
Two on, 1 out. Now bouncy ball for the strike.
Tough spot right here, a couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute finish your pitch. You leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Hit the air, left field. Makes the grab, and there are 2 outs. Here's Adley Rutschman.
How many times have we seen an early bat change the course of the game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. And that's a fair ball. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Turned up nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the bridge, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Here's Manny Machado now. That's in there, and that is strike 1.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in, you got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
That misses the zone. And the count even 1-1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs. A couple of base runners at first and second. That's down and in, a slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on play with. You're better off taking that hit.
Foul ball, he stays alive. The 2-2 now. Great miss, struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 1 inning in the books here. The Pilots with the lead, 1-0. Game one of the division series. And now Vinny Pasquantino, one of the best in the game against right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, that's another story. Ohtani back to work. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And there's one away.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfielder. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me out. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
So taking in Kyle Stout. Is this more common today? Guys really only succeeding against pitchers throwing from a specific side?
I think it's because you just don't get a very long trial period anymore. With the analytics and the numbers, teams are looking for instant success with the lineups that they construct. So if you don't figure it out quickly against certain types of pitchers, you're just not going to get those opportunities.
Foul ball there. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Anderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship. In there safely.
Not only base hit as a liner in the gap, just like not only strikeouts, a perfect slider down and away. Right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the night.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now it's the switch hitting outfield. Wenzel Perry. And there's a foul ball.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year.
Swings through that. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him swinging. That Chapman up to the plate now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He's just an ordinary man.
Stout leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's a little high. 2-0.
No strike.
And another ball. Kyle Teal in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
And that signal thing is fanatic and not. That's it. Why would he do that?
And the pitch is in for a strike. And now 3-1.
Yeah, that's perfect location right on the block. And over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. It's so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
That's a strikeout. Ohtani sends her packing. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0.
And look at the calm expression on the East Coast is scrambling right now.
Bottom of the second, and here is J.J. Bleday. Fastball for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Here's 0-1. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. Save. It was never going to be easy after the missed play.
see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Outside, ball one. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
One out, base is empty. Headed down the line. Rooker towards the line. Can't get there. This one lands foul. One down, base is empty. That one ripped right center field. Headed one hops the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. He'll feel real good.
One out. Runner at second. Here's the second baseman, Christian Moore. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he killed it. They had a pair. It's 3-0. They only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, aggressive, and it paid off. That was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him hurt.
Back in the first after a single to reach base. Climb the ladder with that fastball and that strike one. And that's outside. Still only one out here in the inning. Next offering way off the plate.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Calls it in, 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's going to be Nolan Shotwell. 0 for 1, popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. And there's the strike. Line drive, and that's base hit out into center field. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He reached out a walk his first time. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Shotwell, the runner at first with 2 gone.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. Swing and a ball hammered left field, way back there. And out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a couple more. It's 5-zip.
That fastball was out of the zone, and he still drove it out. Those swings leave pitchers scratching their heads. follow that type of approach.
Green stands in now and watches strike one.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Hit on the ground to short. Edwards zips it across. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And the lead is now 5-0.
Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing me. Yeah, I'ma take a pic for them all to see.
All set for the start of the inning. And here's the rookie catcher, Kyle Teal. Ball one there.
Outside.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down anytime.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one almost hit him.
2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes.
That's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. And that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at this moment. He keeps it down. It's just so tough to put rid of.
Edwards batted for the second time, and that's strike one. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Shonowell snags it for the second out. And now, Luke Raley. Right down to shoot. That's strike one.
0-1 quick down.
I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And downstairs. Up the middle, Lofton gets it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Adley Rutschman. A little out front there as he swings through it.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Right through there for a strike. And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
It misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens
strikes apiece. One down, base is empty. And that misses.
Ball one.
And now it's even 1-1.
One ball, one
Activity in the bullpen. Randy Vasquez getting loose out there. Medina getting cranked up as well. That misses. 2-1. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. That misses the zone. And that's ball 3. Fights it off. You'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, boys. That was exactly what he wanted to do. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does. And you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
Blade, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Yeah, that's
Ball
a little
2.
bit high. And now 2-0. Down, nobody on.
Ball, that's down.
And there's the automatic. Got him swinging, and he strikes out the side in the 3rd. As we go to the top of the 4th, here is Gleyber Torres.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
And a strike to Gleyber. Torres, a former All-Star, 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
2 strikes.
Next offering misses down and away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there in the mound as he tried to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Back to work, 3-2 now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
So man aboard, and now the right fielder, Brent Rooker, grounded out his first time up.
Counts 1-0.
Squirts away a little bit. And now 2-0.
That's the ball.
Right through there for a strike. Just missed.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And that one fouled off. Torres aboard here at first with nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound. But you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this. But he's going to have to buckle down right here.
First and second, no outs. And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
The 1-0. Foul ball. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
2 strikes.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
It's a 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 on with 1 out. Now here is Kyle Stout. Reached on an infield single his first time. That's outside. And that's ball 1. And a strike in there. Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with 1 away. So up next, Wenzel Perez. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. And that's a little bit high. 1-0. That one missed.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1. Just missed. That one pushed to the left and foul. Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Shohei.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this group. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Chapman in the box with 2 gone, and he takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2. That's the ball.
In the dirt, blocked. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Not close with that one. The count now 2-2. Just off the outside part of the plate. Ball 4. He's walked in a run.
Really got himself in a mess out there, and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
2 outs. Bases full. Keel getting ready to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. In for a strike. 4-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
2 outs. And that is out of play.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That one misses. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
All loaded up here in game 1 of the NLDS. Carter looking for the K. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. The Pilots out front 5-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, and now here is Nick Lofton. Puts the corner. It's 0-1.
You know, this group of hitters did a great job, Berg, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient bats out of it. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Ripped into right field, base hit. The leadoff man aboard. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Bailey Falk departs, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Randy Vasquez takes over on the mound.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Man at first, nobody out. Now it's the second baseman, Christian Moore. He's already homered in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
In the dirt, it gets to the backstop. Lofton into scored position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
The count. Here it comes.
Hey!
Lofton stands at second with no outs. Cut on and missed. Good change up right there. And the count's even at 2. Looking, and there's one down.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it, as you can see. The hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler, 1 for 2. That one's in there. 0-1. One out and a runner at second. Next offering upstairs.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Stays alive. And it's second. Swings and misses. Quick catch up to the heater.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, man. You know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact with. That one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
And now the first baseman, Nolan Shotwell. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That missed by a lot.
2 strikes.
1-2 to count. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Game 1 of the division series. And now the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Ohtani back to work. Right through there for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Anthony Banda getting ready to go. Hodge also getting ready. Short of the bunt and missed it. And the count is 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Shortstop takes the ball. This one high in the air to left center. Green calls it in, and there's one away. Luke Raley now at the plate. 0-2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball for a strike. The ball, tried to attack with the sweeper. Next offering is foul back. Base is empty, one away. We're at the top of the 5th. The other way, puts it away for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Torres in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
That's off the mark. Now 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it back. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Straight 3, and that was Ohtani's famous sweeper. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. And first offering is fouled off.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Ground ball left side. And it goes just foul. To the right side. Steps on first for the out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Riley Green. Ball 1, no strikes. Towards right center. That's well struck. Got all of that one. He circles the bases. It's 6-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run where he squared it up and knew it was gone.
One down. Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
0-1.
One out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
Calls it in to end the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Chris Bassett.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. He's 0 for 1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Center field. Lede going back on this one. Makes the grab, one down. So digging in, Vinny Pasquantino. And that drops in for a strike. Check swing, and he held up. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Quick catch up to the heater.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Stowers in the box again. Takes the strike.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times. So I'd say it's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Two down, nobody on. Here in game one of the NLDS. Right side. Butler makes the play, and that is that. So they go quietly there to the bottom of the sixth inning. The Pilots have the lead, 6-1. Bottom of the sixth. This is J.J. Bleday.
I'm just a simple man.
And a foul ball.
Well, these guys, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Inside, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It's a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Christian Moore, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one. And that one lifted in the air center field. And makes the grab. And there's 2 away. So up next, Lawrence Butler, 1 for 3. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. And it's down. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 8-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Drew. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the game. Well, he went up there, looking to do damage. I think he had a sight set on that pitch. He looked and got it and circled the bases.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Randy Vasquez won't go any further, and as he heads to the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. The new pitcher in the game, Luis Medina.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Nolan Shotwell will hit next. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Just missed.
Outside.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike 0-2 count, instead it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. That's out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1 now.
See, every time you see me, I got something new.
And we're back. Top of inning number 7. Now it's going to be Wenzel Perez. And a foul ball. Liner, base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
And here is Matt Chapman. And that's through there for a strike. 4-1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Hit on the ground might be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first. Double play.
I mean, that's one of the toughest double plays in the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
2 down, base is empty. Kyle Teal digs in now. Was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's in there. Strike 1. That one down the line. Shotwell. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. taking a look at our game summary. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
One's the count.
In his third season, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a two-seamer, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
That
One
one
ball,
not close.
2 strikes.
And the count is 1-2. Moving in the bullpen, Drew Pomeranz. Up and loosening in the pen. Adams, the right-hander, loosening up as well. On its way to the corner. And a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
So now it's the four-hole hitter, Riley Green. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Base is empty, one away here in the late stages of game one. And a swing and a miss.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Two outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Adley Rutschman. That clips the corner.
0-1.
Not
got a
even
ball, one
close
strike.
there. And that's ball one. Late on that fastball.
I guess you
One
throw
ball,
it that hard,
2
you
strikes.
can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Now he launches a throw over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Here's Machado. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Lunges for it, but can't make the catch. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Rutschman over at second. Machado at first. 2 out of the inning. This one in the dirt.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And the runners will move up.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now it's the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Bassett back to work. And foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And out number 1 on the grab.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Raley, batting with 1 down, takes the strike. Gets into chase after that one.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. We'll have to regroup here.
And that's downstairs and outside. And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 out. 2 down, bases empty. Gleyber Torres up to hit. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Misses outside. Ball 1. Outside with a breaking ball. That one ripped. Bleday, long run. Into the dive, and he got it.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swinging.
Bottom of the inning. The batter will be the shortstop, Nick Lofton. And first offering is fouled off. Lifted in the air, right center field. That gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning. Here's the second baseman, Christian Moore. Lined, and that's a base hit. And out to a board. So digging in, Lawrence Butler. First pitch misses. First and second, no outs here in game 1 of the NLDS. In the air to left, down the line. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Next to hit, Nolan Shotwell. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Bases juiced, no outs. And that one
1 ball,
missing
1 strike.
inside a sharp slider. Ground ball right side. Slings to second. They get the out, but the run scores, and it's Wade Kelly.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double plays kind of a rally for him.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Popped up. Edwards settles under this one. He's there. He's got it. That is the inning. So they get 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 9th inning coming up. The Pilots have the advantage, 9-1. And we're back. Digging in, Brent Rooker. First offering, and it just misses. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Trevor Williams appears to be getting loose. Sammons, a left-hander, also throwing. And it's fouled away. That missed by a lot.
1
And a
strike.
count 2-1. Ripped to third and caught. Here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. That one lifted to left. Green settles under it. Makes the grab for the second out. So they gather their final out. Stepping in, Kyle Stowers. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And that one is going to go. He nails one out to right. It's 9-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Cutter inside can be a bad breaker. You have to catch it out front to get the barrel to it. Does a really good job recognizing it early, getting the bat head to it, and hitting it out of the ballpark.
And now the center fielder, Wenzel Perez. That one
Back
outside, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot
They got
against a
1 ball,
good
1
sinker,
strike.
just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
Two down, nobody on. On the ground, and this should do it. Low throw, and he can't pick it.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. but you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. It can be an easy trap to fall into.
And at first, here's Matt Chapman. Check swing, called strike. Chapman gets a piece there. Bassett, one strike away from securing
Outside, that's a
game
ball.
one. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Pretty early in the series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game one to set the tone.
Well, Cindy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Bill, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either. And you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Schaub. Talk to you soon. Baseball fans, and welcome. Game one of the American League Division Series. It's Birmingham taking on Rochester. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Bird. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
Stage a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. At first pitch just minutes away. Just about ready to go. And today's starting pitcher, Yuri Perez.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
This is Bryson Stott.
Second baseman, Bryson Stott.
There's the strike up high. And the series is underway. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking.
Funneled that pitch. Thought there was going to be a slider breaking in off the plate, but it bumped the corner. And at that point, when he recognized it, it was just too late.
Now the third baseman, Noel V. Marte. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Marte matched a homer in his last game. Perez, the tall righty, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. And the slider misses down and away.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Next
That's a
pitch
ball.
downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to even cross that break. That velocity, that location, pick it back.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Right side, hard hit. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the hill in this one, Brian Wu.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to. Misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
We go to the bottom of the first. And the batter now, Luis Arias. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Siggy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, he could put the ball in the gaps or over the fence 100%.
The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
On to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. So up next, Geraldo Perdomo. Fouled off left side. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. One out, base is empty. And that one upstairs, ball one.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Katse into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Some high cheese for strike three. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Jonathan Aranda. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Scoreless after 1. Game 1 of the division series. Here's the veteran outfielder, Marcell Ozuna. Perez back to work.
Right through there for a strike. Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
Here comes the 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore.
The 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike if he swings or not.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. And that's how they've gotten their first base runner of the game. Here's O'Neal Cruz. And that one clips the corner.
Well, I'll always remember how Cruz left his mark on Major League Baseball in his debut. 3 innings into his first game, he had the hardest throw by any infielder in baseball, the hardest hit ball all season by a Pirate, and the fastest sprint speed by a Pirate. This guy does it all.
Swinging a foul out of play. The 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ozuna on at first. Nobody out. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He's got it. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He's saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. Runner on the goal. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
There's a swing and a miss.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat as quickly as possible.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. And that
2 balls,
skips into dirt.
2 strikes.
Right side, and it goes just foul.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Down the line. And that's a foul ball. Hit in the air, center field. Nabs it, and that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Corbin Carroll.
We know that's a front though. Say you make the trap jump, that's a trap
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. And the batter now, Austin Wright. And that's in for a strike. No score here in the second. Runner on the goal. Now a screamer into the outfield. Lunges, but can't make the catch. Ball comes in quickly. So despite the hit and run, it'll be runners at first and second.
Back-to-back base hits. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he made it out front for the line drive knock. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first side of the ballgame.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. In there at the knees. 0-1.
0-1.
Ball 1. First and second go out here in game 1 of the ALDS. Close one doesn't get the call. 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
The count 2-1. Fought off foul.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
In the air, right field. Brings it in. Running tags at second. And he picks it up to third with 1 away. And now it's Austin Baines.
In the grand scheme of things, this at bat might not feel important because it's early, but it can create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
That's a ball.
That one's upstairs, ball one.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. It's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive on a run here.
And that one fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up. Get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And fouled off. Two on, one out. Gets a piece and stays alive. On the inside corner for called strike three.
That was such a great opportunity to grab the lead with the infield back. Drive across. I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take too much hit with 2 outs.
Next to hit, Christian Campbell. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Jose Siri in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Strike 3, got him swinging. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Well, here we go, top of the third, scoreless game. And now the DH, Jesse Winker. The strategy around starting pitchers in the postseason, it's really changed in recent years. Managers are pulling starters earlier, making a strong bullpen essential for a championship team. The 1-0. That one fouled off.
Yeah, I think with starting pitchers, they're not going as deep in the postseason because managers aren't willing to let them get knocked around and put a game out of reach. Most skippers have a quicker hook this time of the year.
Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bounce it off, still 1-2. That's in the dirt.
Yeah.
Now he breaks his back. And it's caught for the out. Dylan Moore. Made off with 4 stolen bases in his last game.
You want to know how rare his 4-steal game was? In MLB history, only 3 players had more than 5 games like that. Ty Cobb, Vince Coleman, and Ricky Henderson. Ricky's special, though. He did it 19 times in his career. Crazy.
Next pitch misses. It's a ball with 2 strikes. Top of the 3rd, no score. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fastball is outside.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, it can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now, Justin Crawford. In there for strike 1. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. And we're back as we go to the last of the 3rd. And now it's Jose Siri. And there's a foul ball. And that is out of play. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Back to the top of the lineup. Luis Arraez stands in. 0 for 1 so far. Takes it in for the out. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
Well, we assume it, but not all double plays are 6-4-3s or something like that. Right there, it's just sort of a combination of good defense and poor base running, and probably more of the latter. That's a big turn of events in this inning, though.
Now at the plate, Geraldo Perdomo. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Gone! And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. That was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
2 outs, nobody out. And now, Jonathan Aranda. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Check swing, called strike. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the 3rd. Rip towards 3rd. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
You know, two-out errors are kind of like two-out walks, and sometimes even worse. When you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden, get another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity. They're looking to take advantage of and maybe pay for it.
So a man at first. This is Corbin Carroll. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Gets the call, and that is strike 1. Sliced hard, but foul. Aranda off of first with 2 away. Ball 1 there.
2 strikes.
And that one way outside. Ball 2.
Full count.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make the call with that last pitch. But neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Here comes Austin Riley. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Swing, and this one bounced to the ground. Throw to Freeman. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. This is the American League Division Series on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Bryson Stott. That's a strike. 0-1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. Helps that over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
Fastball is outside.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in Game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
On the ground, Campbell. Over to first, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So digging in, Noel V. Marte. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And it's fouled off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Base is empty, 1 away here in Game 1 of the ALDS. Foul ball still 0-2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped up. Campbell settles underneath it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Out. number 2.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
It's Freddie Freeman now. Grounded out his first time. And he takes a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitch to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And that's downed away. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. So now 1-2.
Well, baseball's coming out of his hands very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Not close with that one. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's down and in.
3-2.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Bottom of the 4th. And here is Ryan Jeffers. Jeffers measures 6 feet 4 inches. 27 years old. And he was a second-round pick back in 2018.
Well, these players showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Amaya makes the grab, 1 away. Now the left fielder, Austin Hayes, struck out looking his first time.
Nope, that's a ball.
And the 1-0. Out towards right center field. Crawford sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. Two down, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Christian Campbell. Struck out swinging his first time. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. He sends it out of here, and they add to the lead. It's 2-0. With 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Two outs. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Pitch is outside, ball 1.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that he can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
One run across in the frame so far. We're here at the bottom of the fourth. Up and
That's
in.
ball
And
two.
the count now even up.
That's a good pitch
2 balls,
there.
2 strikes.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's when it was a good swing at
3
it.
balls,
Could have
2
broken
strikes.
back. She drove back to the dugout.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Brian Wu with the strikeout. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Welcome back. Quite the pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Perez back to work. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
You know, this group of hitters just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Good eye right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
That one misses in the dirt. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And here is O'Neal Cruz. Fly to left, his first time. That's outside. Ball 1.
So I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
1 down, base is empty. That one off the mark, and the count is 2-0. Next offering is fouled back. And he gets tied up right there.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
And there's the ball. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2.
Oh, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way just to travel a clear more.
There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. When you see a pitch out of the hand, remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Amaya now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And that misses. And the count is 1-1. ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Here's Jesse Winker. He popped out his first time. Ball one on a pitch inside. Amaya off of first with 2 away. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
And here's a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates,
Dives. What a play!
one of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
And now, Luis Arias. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter.
2 is the count.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Going 2 now. And that one missing inside of Sharps.
So many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would probably just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
2-2 the count.
2-2 down. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
The patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off. The 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Perdomo. Big hit. And that one misses up and in. And that is ball 1.
Outside, that's a ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Back to Decatur Town and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 3-0. That one just sounded good.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. And my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. pitches in this at bat, was very patient. That's paid off.
Base is empty, one away. And now the first baseman, Jonathan Aranda. There's the strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And it's 1-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Hector Neris preparing to come on if needed. Reed Foley getting loose as well. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch is outside. In the air, left field, down the line. And a foul ball. To the right side. Stops. Tosses to first. 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Corbin Carroll. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Swings and fouls one off. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one almost got him.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Two outs. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And they'll do it again. Got him swinging. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 3-0.
Your time is up, this your third out. Plus we got hitters on deck, but you worried now. We gon' pull up, hood up. What now? Jump out. About to get on your bumper. Shorty that's with me gon' shoot like a jumper. Rounds get the rain and go boom like a thunder. One got your name on it, calling your number, so stay in the house.
And we're back. Leading off, Dylan Moore.
Leading things off, shortstop Dylan Moore.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Action in the pen down there. Cade Smith, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Phillips also throwing. 0-1 now. Foul back. Got him. And 1-2.
2 strikes.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get right where you want it.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake the team up with the free pass.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Yuri Perez is done. Just one hit allowed. He was excellent. We'll have the new pitcher for you when we get back after a quick break. Grant Herter on the pitch here.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Justin Crawford. Fly to left his first time. And he swings and misses at the initial offer.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
In the dirt. That one the other way, and it stays fair. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Here comes.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
And stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. Both 2 in this one. In the dirt. With the tying run at the plate here in Game 1 of the ALDS. And it's second. That's a ball win with the sweeper.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
And delivers outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And that one fouled off. Crawford leads off second with nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Perfect.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
First and second, no outs. Noel V. Marte. Flying drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Here comes the throw. He's off the mark, and he scores. It's 3-2.
Big RBI for him right there. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1's the count.
On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Perdomo. That's one. On the first double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Marcelo Zuna coming up here. A strikeout and a walk. Rip, but it goes foul. After a double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate, tie this game. With the tying run at third, we're in the top half of the 6th. Look out! And it hit him. Now a chance for O'Neill Cruz.
Kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. And what you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That pitch clips the outside corner. It's 0-1.
This guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. And that one fouled off. Downstairs and outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage.
Well, this guy competes hard. You see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Hector Neris.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here is Austin Riley, 1 for 2. Riley was a kid in high school that was scouted by most teams as a pitcher. In fact, 95% of the teams wanted him as a pitcher. And I actually asked him, were you interested in being drafted as a pitcher? And he told me directly, no, I hated it. My arm hurt all the time. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Well, that about seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off and stem that at bat.
Ryan Jeffers now at the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Lifted in the air, right field. Crawford pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Austin Hayes digs in now. Ball
That's a
1
ball.
low.
Counts 1-0.
Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Page Smith.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late to close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Amaya up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
Both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a count 1-2. And it skips into there. In the air, right side. Carroll. He's got it. And there's 1 down. Next.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
That one missed. Smith in his 3rd season, 25 years old, and he was born in Canada. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the late stages of game 1. That one misses. 2-2. Rips one to right. Dives and it gets by. Now he'll turn for second. And now the tying run is into.
So he can catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
And now the shortstop, Dylan Moore. He is struck out, and he is walked. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
With the tying run at second, here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings through that.
No ball, 2 strikes.
So the tying run at second. That one
ball,
way outside.
2 strikes.
So the count 1-2. And that's grounded away.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
And it's second. In the air on the infield, Aranda. Drops into the glove. 2 down. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the bullpen. Cage. Book is done. We'll be right back. Righty reliever out of the pen, Evan Phillips.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead. See what he's got here.
Now it's the right fielder, Justin Crawford.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Into center. Lunges, but it gets down. And they hold the tying run at third. They're up the stop sign, even with 2 away.
I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now here is Bryson Stott. Late swing, foul to the left. Offering misses. 1-1.
1-1.
Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. Throws to first in time, and that is the inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sean Reed-Bolden.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game. Christian Campbell getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Crawford makes the catch. 1 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down.
Series stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Movement in the bullpen. Gabe Spider, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Bender, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1-1.
No fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Headed down the line. Ozuna raging after it. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Luis Arias. 0 for 3 in this one. delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. The breaking ball misses outside. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. Moore makes the catch, and that'll do it. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ian Jabot. Well, 1-run game. Now it's going to be Noel V. Marte. Ball 1 there.
1-0.
Next offer in there for it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Downstairs and outside. Next pitch is outside. Freddie Freeman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Pretty good strikeout right there to start the 8th inning. Down 1, any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. The Dallas offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something and just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. That catch to the outside corner. Strike 1. One down, base is empty. On a line. Squeezes it, and there's 2 down.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard, you understand the situation, you want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Ozuna stands in the 2 away as he takes a ball. Hey! A little bit high. And a count 2-1. That's in the dirt.
1 strike.
O'Neill Cruz in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fly ball down the line. Going back. And it hooks just foul.
Oh, he's ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it. Hit hard at the distance. Too much to it. I'm going to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if we can keep that thing fair.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in Game 1 of the ALDS. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Shootout, nobody on. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Gabe Spire. Stepping in, shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
Right through there for a strike. Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball, strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move to the at-bat.
Nope, that's a ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
That's the 3rd. Marte with the throw to first. 1 up, 1 down. And here's the first. Inside. Yeah, that's ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Gregory Santos getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Bases empty, 1 away. Near the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's in there at the knees. On the ground to first. 2 up, 2 down. Two down, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Corbin Carroll.
If you really with the city, say what up, yo. I just like I need motivation. Haters not do more than nothing.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Just missed. Next offering is fouled back.
Inside ball.
Swing, a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field, and it hits the fence. Into second, and he's got a double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Right now at the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Carroll stands at second with 2 gone.
That's ball 2.
Next offering upstairs. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the player is not going to help him out by swinging at something out of his own.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the catcher, Brian Jeffers.
He gets pitched backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably a good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
First and second, 2 down. That one missing inside a sharp slider. Cut on and lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. Run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. I'm amazed at his ability to pull his hands inside and actually square that base.
Austin Hayes digs in now. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1's the count. Hey,
2 on, 2 outs. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 4-2. Here's the closer to try and finish off game 1. Tanner Scott.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure. This one, we'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Foul ball there.
nope, that's inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. At that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Ball in.
That one misses. 3-1.
He's really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Now the throw to first on the run. On the money. Nice play.
Well, he had to make the perfect play up the middle. Be able to square himself up with the shoulders enough to be able to make first.
2 outs away. And now Miguel Amaya. That's a slider for a strike. Scott, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And there's the ball. Next offering upstairs. And that one pulled foul. This one popped up right side. Aranda balls it in for the out. 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the DH, Jesse Winker. 1 for 3.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just get absolute gas these days. I never would have a chance.
One strike away from securing game 1. Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. And that is the ball game.
It's pretty early in the series to say a must-win game, but when you've got set the tone.
Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game. A couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these two teams.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Schaub. Thanks for joining us.